Good evening. Hello, this is Maria, and I want to share with you how to cook plátanos, green plantains. And there's different ways because there's also yellow plantains, and yellow plantains are cooked differently. But hopefully, in this live, I can show you how to peel them because that's kind of like important. And also, have you ever been to the market and seen this? This is a malanga lila. A malanga is a root. It's in the root, it's a tuber, and it's much like a potato, and it's super beneficial because it's super rich in potassium. So malanga, jautia, yuca, these is foods that as a child I grew up with, and I mean this was like every lunch we had this. So basically I have this, right? And this is like $1 a pound, and it just pretty much treated like a potato. And so it's purple in color. So I know the color of this is purple, which is like a color of vibrancy, and violet being like the highest color there is out of all the colors in the prism of colors, right? So I know I want this potency in my body. I'm going to cook this with cod. I'm going to make it in a dish. I'm going to put my cod with a little bit of Late of July, crackers on the top. And it's going to be with salt and lemon and butter. Just really simple food. And same with this. I'm peeling the skin. So just think of the malanga like a potato. Let me show you. It's not that difficult. And so the flavor, how would I describe the flavor? It's pretty much like a walnut taste, very je ne sais quoi. It's just a flavor that is just, it's very easy, nothing, you could probably make this in a variety of ways, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to like boil these. So this is malanga. Hello for tuning in. I'm showing how to cook malanga, the purple one. And I just peeled it like a potato. See how it's in cubes? And I'm just putting it in boiling water for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes or so, like 20 to 30. And it's just simple. Grab a peeler, and it's really good for potassium levels. Any vegetable that is a root is going to help you with grounding. So I am working with grounding myself because I'm a double whammy air in my chart type of sign, and so I'm always flying. And when I want to connect to earth, I grab, hi David, how are you? ¿Tú sabes malanga? Do you like malanga? What other foods do you eat? You know, there's jautia. There's yuca. There's, I forget the name of it. Oh my god. Anyhow, there's so many different root ñame, right? There's ñame. There's so many vegetables, and like this is like a staple in my, growing up. My grandmother, who is Carmen and Rosa, they always cook this, and it feeds so many of us, and it's so nutritious. And so, respect your elders. They know what they're doing. When you hear like my grandmother's cooking, my grandmother's cooking, it's because that's wisdom and experience and years of cooking, and they know how to get us back to the source, back to health. So, okay. So when you have plátanos, the process it's simple and yet not so simple. Some people use like gloves because the green kind of like stains your hand, but I don't really care. So what I do is I'm going to cut the edges, right? So I have both edges off. And then I make like an incision, and then again, 2 little incisions. I don't know if you can see it. There's like an incision, right? Hello, thank you for tuning in. And then I start peeling away. This is the fastest way. I mean, some people might boil the plátano. I don't, because I want to make tostones, and tostones is fried plantain. Now sometimes I make mango, which is you boil the plátano in, and then you add butter, and you could put saute red onions on it with salt, and it's delicious. It's magnifique. And I asked my daughters, like, do they want mango? How do they want their plantains? Mango or fried? You know, tostones. And with the tostones, I make this delicious dip, right? And the dip has mayo and ketchup with garlic. You have not lived or tried tostones until you use that dip on the tostones. Trust me, like, it's delicious. So now, here's the toston. See? It's now comed up. So basically now I kind of do rounds. Let me see. Can you see? And I just cut these round things. And the first stage of tostones is just basically, this is the first step. You fry them for about 3-4 minutes. And then you got to bring it back and smash them. So this is me live cooking and talking to you guys. And so now I'm going to grab this right here. And I figure a way to make tostones healthier because I don't like using vegetable oils. So I found out that I could use coconut oil to fry my tostones in. And you're going to be like, coconut oil, is it going to give it like a weird taste? Because it's coconut, and coconut usually is sweet. And it's not, because if you put salt, it just like evens out. So this coconut oil doesn't have much of a flavor. So it's pretty good. That's actually coconut oil how I do my popcorn. When I do popcorn in the stove, I use coconut oil. And so coconut oil is very good. It has a high point of heating. So it's very good to use versus like olive oil and canola. And do your research on oils. Vegetables, oils, no bueno. I mean, if I had lard, it's better to use like animal fat. For real. And so my grandmother used to cook with that. And now we're like, ooh, tallow, lard. Ooh, no, it's actually good for you. And so, look at the coconut oil. It's in my pan. And so, I'm going to wait that for it to heat up a little bit. Meanwhile, again, I grab the plátano. And I cut the edges. And I make incisions. At least 2 of them. And then you peel. Let me see. Can you see that? There we go. So, what's good about this is only $2. To get $2. These are 2 for 89 cents. In some Spanish bodegas, you could find these 3 for $1. See, this was like a... Sometimes it's hard because they're very, very green. And the skin is like really hard. It's not like bananas. These are like, these have protective skin. So this is one of those foods that because it has a protective skin, it's okay that it's not organic. However, you know, you do want to wash your hands and wash it because like it's probably, you know, traveled. And so they probably put some sort of chemicals to protect it from other animals getting into it. Who knows? So that's important. So here we go. Tostones. Olivia Watson, hello, how are you? Have you ever fried plantains? I'm in the process of cooking plátanos, plantain. So I'm going to make fried plantains. And so you see I have them in these little round things. So I'm going to put them, see if I have enough oil. Here we go. That's not like a lot of oil, but it's sufficient. I might put a little bit more oil. You know what? Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're cooking, we're cooking. I'm cooking malanga. You know what? This one is too big. Let's cut this one a little bit in half. Shine. Don't get up, okay? And this one. How's everybody doing today? I had a fantastic day so far. It was beautiful. I went food shopping. I was able to be like, what do I feel like eating for dinner? You know, so I picked out cod, fresh, wild. And it's important that you get your fish wild. It is, because fresh farmed, raised is given a lot of grains and it's not natural. So wild caught, if you could support wild caught and know where your fish is coming from, it's a little bit better than farm raised. Although certain farm raised have gotten better as to how they're raising the fish. And it's yet like the whole issue of like, how is your meat? Is it sustainable? Like, are you having grass-fed meat versus like farm factory Tyson meat? And so that's the whole problem with food. It's like, we have to respect it. We have to honor. Like, we have to know how it's, like how it's being caught. Like, is it, are you getting fish from like China or Taiwan or Thailand? Have you been to those countries and seen how dirty and polluted their waters are? It's very not smart for us to buy fish that comes from those countries. You know why? Because we in America have very good laws against like overfishing, overharvesting, and also our waters are cleaner. And so, that we actually send our beautiful fish because we don't have a big, nice palate. And so, all the Asian countries buy our fish that is perfectly fine, and they buy it. And then we're like, we buy their Thailand shrimp, and it's just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if you're hearing this and you're hearing me rant, but think about it. Don't you want the better quality? I do. I know that in America, we have, like, organic here is completely different than when something says organic from China. And I'm sorry, please, no offense, but that's the truth. Like, you can't trust everything just because it's organic. Like, I want tostones, and sometimes tostones are made, and they're like made with all these different salts and fried in these different oils, and I want to make it, and I want to make it with good oil, which is the reason why I'm frying with coconut oil. This only costs like $3.99, and I'm not affiliated with this, but I'm just saying, like, it's 14 ounces, so it's not a bad deal. Okay, here we go. So now this is part one, and I'm gonna be very, what's it called? I don't have a tostonera. A tostonera is this wooden thing that you put the plantain. Once it's fried, you put it and you squish it. Guess what? I don't have one because I wasn't frying plantain for a long time. I hadn't eaten, I wasn't eating fried because I didn't want to. I don't like frying things. I don't like using vegetable oils. And so I was like, how can my longing to want to eat tostones, how can I make this a better experience, a better approach, a healthier way to eat the tostones, so that I don't miss out on this amazing flavor and food that I really love and grew up with. And I said, you know what, I could fry it in coconut oil. Let's try it. And actually, it's really, really good. It doesn't even, I don't know if you can see, but I'm just flipping them, and if you see, they're getting like, so it's transforming. See it's like it turns black and goldish, so it's transforming right before your eyes and mind, and that's the first step. So for example, if you're having people over, it's best to have tostones like fresh and cooked, like nice and hot and warm, not like, if you have a cold tostone, it's like not the best. So what you do is, this is your first step, you fry them, and when you know everything is ready to eat, then you put it to fry again. So it's double frying, right? And so I'm not gonna fry them again until I know I'm ready, that I have everything ready that I'm cooking, because the second frying takes like literally like a minute or two. It's like a deep fry, quick. And nobody wants cold tostones. We want nice and hot, crunchy, delicious greatness into our yummy mouth, right? Tostones, plátanos. So I'm gonna show you my beautiful ghetto. Yeah, I don't know that that's a good word to use, but I don't know what else. It's fabulous. I don't know what word I use. So guess what materials you're gonna need? You're gonna need a can. Any can will do, just some sort of can to put pressure. And I have aluminum foil. This is it's not the best way, but it's a way, right? So it's one way I know. I pulled way more aluminum foil than I needed. Hey, over there. Someone like over there. So you fold it. This is gonna be in here. I'm gonna put the tostón. You'll see. and then I mash it. So I'll show you that real quick. It's kind of fun. Oh, I need a plate. So a plate, because now I gotta take them out. And a napkin to absorb a little bit of the grease. And here we have some of the tostones. So the colors out there, I'm already seeing trees with red and orange. The days are getting shorter. I'm getting super sleepy in the afternoon. Like, I want a nap every afternoon. It's like this fall weather is coming in. It's like, you know, creeping in, and it's reminding me of winter. But today was beautifully, like a beautiful fall day. Today is what fall is all about. Like, today is what makes living in New England a wonderful experience, because we get that beautiful break from summer of that heat, and just like, you know, I'm wearing, you know, 2 layers. Like, I love wearing layers. Like, I don't know. And then I get to wear boots and socks, like, with a dress. I love that. And then I get to wear scarves. And then you smell everything, and it's like pumpkin and cinnamon, and there's like pumpkins outside, and, you know, everybody's excited about, like, you know, farm picking these pumpkins and carving them. Okay, here we are. So I have a plate of, this is the first, you know, fried. There's a second step. So I'm gonna put it in my little contraption, and you'll see. Here it is. It goes inside. Let's see. Can you see that? There is one, and I squish it. And there's my tostone. But I have to fry it again. Okay? So I have to do that to all of my plantains. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna say goodbye. And then when I'm like in my second step, then I'll come live again and finish that up. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day.